I'm ready to go to work. The Lone Ranger. The Lone Ranger, you, me, we're making big boom boom. I already got people coming into my house. Who's in my house? Tell me who you are. You guys ready to go to work? Yeah. Wind it over, wind it up. We gotta go to work. Welcome to MCFB Live number 42. You gotta come help me. The boat is at the dock. We're ready to go to work. Send me some love. Tell me who's in my house. I'm ready to go to work. If you're ready to be taught, I got a big show for you tonight. Here she is, Laura. Hey, and Heidi's coming. All right. All right, we gotta get to work. We gotta get to work. How are Cheryl? Come on in. Help me make big boom boom, will ya? Good to see you, Cheryl. Come on. Shannon, you're here. Now we can leave the dock. Come see me, Shannon. Who else is in my house tonight? I'm ready to make big boom and Rachel. Hair Ninja is here. Okay, Rachel, come on in and make sure that the damn monkeys aren't driving the freaking bus. Rachel, who else is Sarah Cooper? She be in the house. Give it up for Miss Sarah. It's good to have you in my house. Darcy! Oh my God, Darcy, let's see. Darcy, bring out the old car, man. We got to go to work, Darcy. Good to see you. Sherry, you're in the house. You here? You want to make some big laughs tonight, Sherry? Come see me. Tanya, oh yeah, Tanya's ready to make big boom boom. Who else is in my house tonight? You guys ready to go to work? Okay. Welcome to MCFB Live number 42. Do you realize this is our 42nd episode, Nicole? Do you realize that? We've been hanging out together for 42 episodes, and those of you that have been hanging with me, thanks for coming. We just continue to make big boom boom. Kinsey, you're here. Now we can make the cash register ring, right, Kins? Tamara, help me lead the charge, will you, Tam? Help me to lead the charge. Anyway, I am so excited about tonight. I got Miss Heidi Song. She's going to be in my house. Emily Horton, your best friend, Heidi Song. She's just a few minutes away. Stay with me, Em. You got to help me lead the charge tonight, Emmy. Anyway, it's Getting Social a Blast. It's a continuation. I want to continue the conversation about social media to blast your income, Tamara, until we can really kind of pump up the pay. Tonight's all about getting guests to follow and like you on Instagram. I got a special guest tonight. Give it up for Summit Level 4 Stylist Hair Social Media Ninja Millennial Heidi Song. She be in the house. And she's going to help make big boom boom tonight. Those of you that are joining us for the first time, welcome. And if you want to catch up to us, we've been in the game. I think about the last several months. This is the 42nd episode. If you want to catch up, go to summitsalon.com/MC Live. That's the silo inside of summits.com, and you'll find all of the previously recorded Facebook Lives. You can catch up while you're there. Pick up the app, the tracking app, because that's how we measure if this is working. Pick up the planner, because now we're using the planner to find the empty windows of time. That best social media practices are helping us to fill them so we can make big boom boom. And of course, the official text over the top. Pick that up, because those are the official resources. Now, let's get back to my buddy, special guest, Level 4 Stylist, Hair Social Media Ninja, Heidi Song. I want to qualify her and earn the right, because I'll tell you what, she's bringing something special to the table, right, LN? And first of all, let me tell you a little bit about her. Her first year, full year behind the chair, Summit Salon, was a $40,000 W-2 and gratuity. Not bad for first year. Last year, she did $60,000. She increased her take home by $20,000. That's a big boom boom, right, Melissa? And this year she's going to do 70,000 in gross. So she exploded to pay another $10,000. Now, I got her going at 80,000 next year. She said, BS, El Toro Pupo, Mr. Cole, I'm going to 100 grand. The Heidi Meister tells me she's going to go to $100,000 next year. She's going to blow right past 80. She's going to go from 70 to 100,000. You do the math on that. That's a $30,000 explosion in pay. Do the math. That's like $600 a week in income. So stay tuned. More will be revealed there. Now, let me tell you some other things about Heidi. She is a Redken Color Design Certified Level 4. Just to give you some of her stats, she does about a couple of $1,000s a week in request business. She is making big boom for sure. Now, this is what's interesting about Heidi. I think one of the many things that makes her magical is her woman's haircut price is $49, but when you look at her average ticket, it's $130. Which is, you do the math on that, that's like 2.5 times her haircut. You know why? She's a Bali Lama. If it's moving, she is Bali Lamaing it, right, Sarah Hooper? She's trending about 100 referrals this year, but what makes her a social media ninja is she had both her Facebook page and her Instagram business page our business pages. They're no longer personal or friend pages. So tonight I'm going to be calling her in a couple of minutes. I've got 2 questions I want to get the conversation going with her. And that is, Heidi, what happened to you when you flipped your page from personal to business page? She's got a real interesting story to tell you about that. I don't want to take any of the thunder of that. I think you're going to find that to be very interesting. And then question number 2 in the interview, how do you get your guests to follow and like you when they're in your chair? And she shared with me a best practice. I had not heard it before. It is freaking brilliant. So buckle your seatbelt because you're about to go ballistic. Now, I'm going to take you to both of her social platform pages. I'm going to take you to her Facebook business page and her Instagram page. Her business page Instagram handle is the Heidi Song, and she uses her hashtag Hair by Heidi, and so you plug in that and you go right to her Instagram page and shows all of her hair, and now she's using her IG page as a digital lookbook when she's doing consultation. So hey, what the heck? I want to take you there so that you can see this. So I'm gonna call up her pages on my phone, my mobile device. Let's see if I can get this to happen. Here it is. It's bringing it up for me. Bingo. Okay. So I've got, you can see my mobile. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to let's go to the Facebook page first. Here's the Facebook page. Look very, very closely. It's if you want to look her up, it's Heidi, stylist at Salon Zuberenz. And notice, business page. What I love about this is we talk about, it's a new term in social media marketing called click path. The click path for either a guest that wants to hang out with you or a friend of a guest. They don't have to click far to find you. And once they find you, they can click on your page and get to the phone number. So I haven't demonstrated this before. This is a call now button on her Facebook business page. That's how I know it's a business page, because if it was a friend page, we wouldn't have a call button. So watch closely. I'm going to touch that button on my mobile. And as I touch it, you'll see I get a pop-up. Look, at the phone number is right there. I don't have to do this. A lot of times you got to do this. You got to shut it down. I got to go on my phone. I got to dial the number. When you've got a business page, no way. You're just right there. You touch it. It gives me my pop-up. I call. You want to call and go ahead and make an appointment? Let's go ahead and see who's in the house. And I'm calling live because I want you guys to believe that this is how it works. Let's see. I'm going to answer the phone. I'm going to make an appointment with Heidi Song to see. Now, I might get the voicemail.
It's a great day at Salon Difference. How can I help you?
This is Michael Cole calling Facebook Live. I want to make an appointment for a balayage and a haircut with Miss Heidi Song.
Of course. Did you have a specific stylist in mind?
Heidi Song, because she's my guest tonight.
Perfect. What day were you looking for?
Well, listen, I'm on the air with a few thousand people tonight, and I wanted to just prove to them that I could click your number on your business page and get right in and make an appointment. So thanks for hanging with me. Who is it that we're talking to? Who we talking?
This is Angie.
Angie. Give it up for Angie, my friends. Give it up. All right, listen, Ange, wonderful to hang with you. I got a lot of work to do, so thanks, and thanks for playing with us tonight. Stay well.
No problem. You have a great day.
You too. Isn't that cool what we did? Now, let's go to her Instagram page so that you can see that she's got it synced right up to. Now, this is the. Let me see. I got to find the Instagram page. Let's see. Here we go. Heidi. There we go. I think, yeah, Hair Love by Heidi. It's bringing it up. There it is. And Heidi, where'd you go, Heidi? There she is. Here we go. It's come. There we are. It's right there. We bring it up. She's got. What's interesting about this? Just over 1,000 followers. Heidi's song, and you can scroll. You see her. She's using these pictures now. A lot of her pics. And if you hit her hashtag, you can go into her hair pictures only. So I'm gonna bring this down, and I'm gonna hit contact here because that's how I know that this is not a personal page. She flipped this to a friend page a little bit over a week ago, and I'm going to ask her what happened to her since then. But those of you that are joining us tonight and you don't know yet, you haven't flipped your freaking page from personal to business. When you do this, you can tap that. I hit contact just like Facebook. It flips up a call up. There's the number. If I hit this again, I could go right back to the salon, but I don't want to be annoying my friend at the front desk, so I'm going to cut to the chase. You see how easy that is? Now, it's time to talk to Heidi because I want to. I want to ask her the first question. I'm going to. I'm going to FaceTime her. I'm going to go to. I'm going to go find her on my on my call list. You can see that I'm scrolling. Heidi's song. There it is. I'm going to FaceTime. Here we go. Let's see if we can find her. I'm going to see if it'll pop up here. Oh, I got a lot of people. You guys enjoying this? Heidi! Give it up for Heidi! Thanks, Heidi, for coming and hanging out with us tonight. Were you watching? I've been bragging on you big time.
Yeah, I'm watching. You're definitely making me laugh, and it's just been really fun to tune in.
Oh, nice. Well, you and I had a conversation about your story, and the first question I wanted to get you talking about is you had a real interesting experience when you converted your personal Instagram page to a business page. So what happened to you?
Yeah, so last week when you were featuring my friend Emily and Blake Evans, we were talking about flipping your Instagram from personal to a business page. And for some reason I was hesitant, but I thought, why not? Everybody's doing it and they seem to be having lots of success. So I flipped it on Thursday and have been tracking different things that have been happening since then. And since Thursday, like this time, exactly 1 week ago, I've gotten 6 new referrals and roughly 30 more followers on Instagram.
Oh my God. And I actually put your stats 1 week after flipping it, 30 new guest followers, 6 referrals. And you and I were talking that when we looked at the windows of time that's going to fill in for you, it looked like somewhere between 200 and 200 to $250 tickets. Which were balaylages because you're a Bali Lama.
Yeah.
And glazes.
Yeah,
and
I do definitely specialize in balayage.
Yeah, and you were telling me you do treatments and glazes and haircuts. But when we did the math on that, Heidi, there was like $1,500-ish in services. By the way, gang, she runs at a 20% RTS, that's Summit Language for Retail. So she really does an extraordinary job at teaching her guest about retail. So yeah, I think that represented $300 in retail that we guesstimated, as well as $300 in gratuities. Am I getting that right, Heidi?
Yeah, I think that's
unbelievable. Well, I want to ask you another question, and that is, you and I were chatting, and you had some really cool ways of, in real time, getting guests that are in your chair that aren't following you on social to follow you. So can you give us your best practice for doing that?
Yeah, so first of all, there's lots of different ways to get your followers and your clients to interact with you on social. There's some feedback here. But I would say the biggest thing is just to remember your client. Like, it's not about us. It's not about how many followers we have and those types of things on social. It's about our client. And that's what they come to us for, is the experience, which starts before, during, and after their service, feeling really special and valued, that we care enough to take a photo of their hair and to share it with everyone we know.
Yeah, so and now that's big. I want to make sure that people were listening. So what you do is part of the Heidi Song extraordinary guest experience is the guests that are sitting in your chair. When the look is finished, you will take a picture of them on your mobile device, and that's regardless of what you're going to do with that picture, that's just a value-added experience that your guests feel very complimented by.
Yeah, exactly. Because not everybody wants theirs shared online, which is totally fine. But it's a great way for them to see their paint, and also just make them feel really special that, we care and we want to document what we're doing.
And then to tell them about what a number of your guests will say with regard to a request they give you about the picture that you took.
Say that one more time?
Yeah. So when you're taking pictures of your guest, what happens after that, where it kind of leads into the conversation about you following them and that whole thing?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think a lot of times as stylists, we tend to tell them, like, this is our social media handle, or this is our hashtag, follow us and tag us. But then we kind of leave it in their hands, and we don't know if that will be followed through or not. So a way that I like to be proactive and take initiative is to ask them, what's your social media handle? How can I add you? How can I tag you in your photo? And then there's automatically connected that I know I'm going to be in charge of, so that we can make sure to connect later on.
So you're asking them how you can tag them, how you can follow them, and then I'm assuming, Heidi, correct me if I'm wrong, that many times that conversation then leads to them following you, and before you know it, you have not only access to them in social media, but all of their friends and they start seeing your work on their page. And with your direct contact call button, it's no mystery to me why last week alone you were good for 6 referrals.
Yeah, so that's exactly it. So let's say that a guest comes in, I do her hair, I tag her in a photo, and then she reposts it or tags or posts her own photo using my tag. I have so many clients who come into me saying, my friend posted a photo of their hair on Instagram, and that's how I found you.
Wow. Well, I'm hoping that the viewers tonight watch this part of tonight's program about 100 times, because in my mind, you made it very safe, very graceful for stylists to engage their guest in that social conversation and get the guest to follow without feeling creepy, without feeling like they're begging or they're tripping all over themselves. Your best practice has a lot of grace in it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, listen, I'm looking at my trusty watch, and it looks like we got about 2 minutes left. So I'm going to thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Is there anything you want to say to our viewers tonight? We got many of them watching and saying goodbye.
Yeah, so I just want to say thanks for having me. Hello to my Salon Exuberance family. Hello to my Redkin family. And stylists out there that are promoting your work on social, keep doing it. And just remember that it's about our client, and that's how your business will build.
Thanks again, Heidi. Let's give it up one more time for Miss Heidi Song. Way up. Bye-bye. Take care, my friend.
Bye.
Bye. Well, there you have it. Give it up for her one more time, will you? It's wonderful that we were able to chat with her. And what I've done then is I've actually summarized on my PowerPoint. Let's see. It looks like it's freezing, so I'm going to see if I can bring it back up. There it is. So that we can kind of summarize tonight to make sure that you got that. In the second part of when she flipped it from personal to business in the first week, 6 referrals, $1,500 of business that she wouldn't have had. Jenny, isn't that amazing? And what she's doing now in her best practice is what I heard her say is she's taking a photo of every one of her guests. That in and of itself, I think, is an extraordinary guest experience. And those that are following the work know that I define an experience as, listen closely, an emotional reaction to a moment. So an extraordinary experience is an extraordinary emotional reaction to a moment, and that's the moment where Heidi is taking their picture and it compliments the guest, and she's asking them if she can follow them, to tag them so that it's on their page, so that their friends see it, and so that now their friends are coming and from their page getting to Heidi's page, and with one click is finding them. So it's a very, very, very profound thing that she's doing, and I want you to continue to watch this, because I think it's probably a best yet. So what time is it? Oh, it's about 21 after. Big show tonight. Great way to build portfolio. I know it is, Spot Techniques. It is a big way of building the portfolio. And I want to make sure that everybody tonight, I'm now doing Michael morning minutes. I didn't do one this morning because we had the show tonight. I'm going to be doing some everyday little 5-minute to continue to push this out. Facebook Live, I'm going to go with it. Julie, I'm glad you loved it. I love you for coming. Give it up for Julie. Good to have you, Julie. And Angie, you too. Well, look at this. Angie says, after Heidi said she switched her account, I switched mine. Can't wait for the results. Oh my God. So you're going to be making big boom boom, Ange. And so are you, BJ. You're welcome, BJ Boyer. You're looking really wonderful. I'm going to call you the Phoenix. You continue to soar. At any rate, I'm going to end the way we usually end, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. I'm going to call my hero. Let me see if I can get him to... Here he comes. I love making big boom boom. The boat's going to lead to God. Thank you, Summit Salon Business Center. Thank you, Salon Centric. Thank you, L'Oreal PPD. Thank you for the Summit Salons. It's always wonderful to hang out with you. Kimberly Mon says, make Instagram for business, from personal to business. Wonderful. Pamela, you love Tarzan too. So listen, I'm going to let you guys go. I will see you tomorrow morning. Come and join me for Michael's Minute. And I usually put that on... let's see, when do I put that on? I put that on probably about 9:15 or so